everyone, this is my last presentation. This is Module 10, the case study. Okay, for the summary of the case, so a new parent organization was formed after a few members of the community decided to discontinue their affiliation with the PTA. So the new organization decided among themselves that they want to take more of an active role in the school and make decisions regarding discipline, teacher performance, curriculum, school policies, and other decision making of the school. So as a principal of the school, he's in favor of parental involvement and participation. However, he doesn't really feel that this new parent organization should be involved in all of the decision-making process of the school. So therefore, he decided to schedule a meeting with the new parent organization just to address their concern. Okay, so legal or ethical issues. So there's no harm done to anyone involved in this case. Legal issues, maybe some FERPA laws. It's probably some legal issues since parents want to, make decisions regarding discipline. So, so that could be some legal issues there. And also, the multiple suggested back to school meetings, and the events that could be like a breach of contract for teachers, since those meetings will be outside of teachers' contracted hours. So those could be some legal issues there. Ethical issues, conflict of interest. Does this group represent all parents? Like, what is the diversity of the group? And the group have, the group meetings without the principal's knowledge, so they're having all these meetings without the principal's knowledge, so that could be some ethical issues there as well. Synthesize exactly what has happened. So a new parent organization was formed in order to increase more community involvement as well as taking more of an active role in the school building. However, the school principal was not made aware or taken part of this new development. So some of the missing facts, there's a lot of missing facts in this case. I think, people like the parents, so we know who the parents are, we know who the community members are, the school principal, we know he's involved, the president of the parent group, which is the new group, so he's an attorney, so we know he's involved, teachers, school members, so those are the people that we know of. So my next slide, I'll talk about the people who are, some of the facts that we're not really sure of. In terms of place, we know it's in a school, it's in the school community, not much information there about the school community or their demographics, but we just know it's a school. We don't know if it's a high school or middle school or a private school or public school, so we don't have any of those information. Programs, we know it's a parent organization, and also the back to school meetings that they want to do with teachers, those are considered programs as well. Review and prioritizing information. So these are some of the facts that we really don't know about the case. We don't know whether the school is private or public school. We don't know where the school is really located, like how many kids are in the school. We don't have that. What are the grade levels? Are there high school? Are there, pre-K to 5? Or the middle school? So we don't have any of that information. How big is the staff of the school? So how many people we have teaching our kids? How long has the principal's been at the school? So that information we don't know. The socioeconomic status, demographic diversity, so we don't know any of that information about the community, whether it's urban, suburban, or rural, and how many parents are part of this new organization. So a new parent organization was formed to replace the PTA. So we already know that. So the new parent organization is not happy with the way things were done in the past with the old PTA. So they kind of created a new organization. And the school principal really was not made aware of this. So this kind of caught him by surprise. And the new parent organization want to focus more on community involvement and parent participation. And we don't really know much about the community of the school. So here are my plan that I come up with. So, option number one, as a principal, it's either you choose to do nothing and you let parents, figure out whatever they want to do. You don't get involved. You wash your hands clean, or figure out a way to work together with the PTA and the new parent organization together. And option three, collaborate, agree to meet with the new parent group to listen to their concerns and have a better understanding of their roles and responsibility, in the school community. So here are some pros and cons. So if you do nothing as a principal, then you kind of wash your hands clean. You don't have anything to do with any of it. You kind of just allowing the community to figure it out for themselves and make decisions for themselves. So you have the principal you have a less of a decision making in that process. So some cons is like no one will benefit from the situation. And, as a principal, you have no control over the decision making of the group. And also that can put teachers at risk as well. And also, the school at risk also, since this new parent group kind of want to take over, when it comes to like discipline, teacher evaluation, and other decision making aspects of the school. So option 2, figure out a way for the PTA and then your organization to work together. So some pros, it will kind of make everything easier if everyone worked together, right, as a team. So so I thought it would be a good idea also. It would also increase more parental involvement. So let's get the couple of members from the OPTA and then your organization together and kind of merge them so we can figure out if we can work together as a team. So the new parents might not agree to work with the OPTA, so the new group. So that's, one of the cons that I came up with. So evaluate the plan. So option 3, collaborate, agree to meet with the new parent group, listen to their concern, and have a better understanding of their roles and responsibility in the school community. So I think this is a really good plan. As a principal, you don't want to piss people off. You kind of like want to work with them and collaborate with them. So I thought it was a good idea to like meet with the group and to see, what their goals are, what do they want to do for the community, and how can they help the school. So pros, it will make parents feel that their voices are being heard a little bit more, and they would feel that they're starting to get more involved in the community. Cons, so they might make teachers angry. And it might create conflicts between, administrations and teachers, and also can set a lot of unrealistic expectations also. Okay, so develop the plan. So my trust will be option 3, which is, to collaborate with the new parent organization. I think that was the better option. I think it's important to, as principal, to agree to meet with the parents and to listen to their concerns and have a better understanding of their roles and responsibility in the school community. And it will really make the parents feel that, their voices are being heard. It will kind of help the parents to understand, positive and negatives of, of this new group. It will definitely increase parental involvement. It will also create more opportunities for teachers to interact with parents. And also, as a principal, I would bring this information to my staff as well, and to kind of get their input to see, how we can work together, with the parents of this new group. Reflection. So as a principal, I think it's important to have really clear understanding of what this new parent organization is proposing, because, we don't really know. So you really kind of want to sit, and think about, what they plan to do, and invite them to come to a meeting, and let's sit and let's collaborate together so we can figure out what your goals are and figure out how can we work together. So you'll be able to make a better understanding once you know what their goals are as a principal. So therefore, request a meeting with the new parent organization. Come to the meeting prepared with questions and, and all the concern that you have, as a building leader. Let's sit together and develop a plan so we can all collaborate together, you can even invite, some teachers to come to the meeting. You can even invite, some of the stakeholders as well. Talk to them about what their roles are, as PTA, and how, what do they see themselves doing, with this new organization. And have a chat with all the stakeholders and see what their inputs are as well. So don't take all of this on you as, as a building leader and make all these decisions for yourself. So seek other people's inputs and their ideas and see what they think as well, because you're not the only leader of the school. So you have other people to work with you to kind of support you as well. Make sure that you involve everyone in the decision-making process. Superintendent, teachers, parents, community members. You can even involve students as well. Depends on what type of school you are. Sometimes, it's good to, to have students' voices as well in some of these decision-making process. And this will really ensure positive and open communication between all of the parties. So it's important for us to work together and collaborate and communicate together. So concluding statement, as a building principal, it's important to work collaboratively with parents and members of the community. If we don't work together, then, our school is just not going to be the way that it's supposed to. It's important to listen and not quickly shut down ideas. As parents, they're looking at things from a they're looking at things from a different perspective than we are. So it's important to, let's gather together, let's listen to them and take down ideas and not shut them down completely. We're working together as a team to kind of create resources that will better support our students. So it's important to come together and work as a team. We want to hear these ideas from parents, and we want them to be involved. As I really stressed before, parental involvement is highly, highly effective, for the success of our students. It's important to create stronger relationship with parents and members of the community as well. So that's also important. And as building principal, we will always work together, with parents, students, teachers, to advocate for the need of our students and the community. And that concludes my presentation, and it was really nice to get to know everyone. Hopefully I will see some of you in future classes, and I wish you all the best.